Oh, wait, well, welcome. Hold on, people. Oh, that wasn't intentional. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome, bout betters. I'm gonna lose people. That's okay. We're not really. What kind of channel were you? I had an announcement, but I'll make it a different time. Yeah, where are we at? Yes. All right. Let's see, people. Yes, welcome, bout betters. Welcome, people. Let me check out how I'm looking in the stream. It's a little off. It's a little crooked. You get this. Damn, there we go. That looks a little better. Let me get this straightened out here. Boom, that looks a little better right there. Yeah, welcome, bow betters. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'll see if anybody actually does join, and nobody does. That's okay. We're smoking a cigar. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna smoke a cigar. That's the main thing, is smoking a cigar. Oh, come on. What the fuck? Come on. Computer. All right. Oh. It doesn't want to. All right, there we go. How are people doing? Welcome. No one's in here yet. That's okay. Well, all right. I'm going to have to get something else here, people. We're going to get this. This will work. This composition book will work here. Composition. Everybody in there. Composition book. Let me get that out of the way. Boom. Let's see if this works better. No, what's going on here? What is going on? Maybe the battery or something? Okay, that works better now. I think maybe something was trapped in the... Yeah, thank you, YouTube. Thank you for sending me people. Most confident picks. Let's test. Picks. All right. No, I was just looking. Oh, yeah. There I go. There I go. Let me pop out the chat here. Yeah, and I get it, people. It sounds like I'm underneath something. I have to frequently. Come on. Where is it? I think I'm going to need new batteries for the mouse. New batteries for the mouse. Welcome, bow betters. Let me open up just in case I need it, and I don't think I do, but we will. Open up that for the event. You know, I'm still surprised Alex Pieta is an underdog here. Still surprised at that. Open up DraftKings. What is that? Craft check. Oh, that was it. There we go. Let's get the DraftKings going. Yeah, I could hear myself. It looks half decent on my computer, and then other people see it on their phones and say that it looks all splotchy, and then it sounds. And again, it's latency. It's what their units are doing. You know what their units as in their phones and handhelds. Okay. I don't know why you're doing that here. It wants me to open up the window a little larger. I really hate that about DraftKings. It doesn't let you. There's a certain point where you minimize it, and it doesn't like it. Gutierrez is now moved into a favorite. Interesting. It was a dog. He was a dog against John Castaneda. Now he's a favorite. So if you got him at that dog money, good for you. Alex Moreno still a huge underdog against Carlos Leal, the juicer. And Bruno Ferreira still a dog against Armin Petrosian. Blades is definitely a favorite there. King Green still an underdog against Marcio Ruffi. That's, I think, because Green just fights with his hands down, but maybe Ruffi gasses, right? And Amanda Lemos still a dog. I think Amanda Lemos might have been my main pick as a dog here. And Justin Gaethje's still a dog at plus 136. I do not understand that, but hey. And then it's even money now for Alex Pieta. Even money. Shit. So he's no longer a dog. It's even money. I might wait until that line sort of, maybe he turns into a favorite. I think there was something like 76 of the people that I've seen were on Pieta, at least from the last poll or last thing I've seen, right? So I've seen. I get it. I'm here. Yeah, the watch. Yeah, it's not a Rolex, but it doesn't fucking matter. We're gonna smoke the cigar regardless. Whether somebody's here, people are here or not, we're still gonna smoke the cigar. That's what I came out for, was to smoke the cigar. It wasn't to totally go live. It's nice not to have to wear gloves, right? It's nice not to have to wear gloves. I really dig that. We still have to wear a hat. We're still in the garage. I anticipate this probably occurring, at the latest, hopefully another I can't do the editing thing. I'll do the editing thing later on. But yeah, we're gonna smoke this. They do this. People do this like when they're cutting it up. Oh, that's my neighbor's dog. I hear her. Maybe she hears me. This Drew Estates Connecticut Shade cigar, right? Really nice smoke. Yeah, I guess it does. It does have more of a problem. Let's see. Yeah, it does. It does focus a little better when I do the hand over thing as background. Whatever. And I really don't smoke a lot of Connecticut Shade cigars. I had this one for a novice, but look at this thing. I'm gonna smoke it, man. I got them. I smoke them. They're all expensive at this point, man. Let's see it coming out of the wrapper. Maybe I'll make an edit out of this. We'll see. Man, that looks luscious. Right? That looks nice, right? Beautiful wrapper, right? Beautiful. Look at the foot. Yeah, nice foot there. It's still some beautiful color. Looks better online than it does. On the camera than it does in real life. Let me get this footband off. All right, we got the footband off. That's great. Put that there, right? We put that there. The shade. Ooh, it smells nice. Smells nice. And the Drew Estate cigars. I love it when it has a little funky smell. When it gets a little funky, I like that. Man, and it right away got on my fingers. And it doesn't look, there is a little patina. No, not really. It doesn't look like it stayed in the cellar too long. It just has that nice, it's not cedar. It's funky. But I like that. I like that fermentation smell, right? I like that. We're going to try the V-cut with it, folks. V-cuts. This one, it is a little larger of a ring gauge. As you see right, there's that piece, right? There's the cap. There's the foot, right? This is called the foot or the front of the cigar, and the cap. La capaola, la capaota, right? We see the little line there. So we're good to cut almost close to that line. We don't really want to do even that. But with the V-cut, we don't have to worry about that shit. We got it right here. We line it up real good. Don't be crazy on the press. And we get the little peepee. It's not as pronounced. Joey's like, boring. That's okay, Joey. This is a cigar. I'm smoking a cigar. I'm smoking a cigar. You know? You want to do something else? Go on ahead. Go on ahead. You already went to the channel. You already went to the other channels. Why come to my channel and get my picks? What's the point? You need that many people to see. You need that many people to like convince you of something. You just want to feel good when they're wrong, right? That's the only thing that you go to all these channels for, is that you want to be like, you want to, it's like watching Jerry Springer. You want to make yourself feel good watching all the losers. They're fucking losers. Look at these fucking idiots on TV. I'm better than them, you know, so that you could harass them in their chats and then they ban you. That's what's going to happen. They're going to ban you when you harass them in their chats. They're like, get out of our chat. You're bringing our channel down. Yeah, so we got the little pee-pee cut there, Joey. I did it twice. Hey, how could I give a rating yet? I haven't even lit it yet. Come on. Can't even get there yet. That's a little off. We could always good draw on it. And right away, a lot of cedar. Not a lot of pepper, which is great. Soft. Really, really soft. It's the pre-opening rating. It looks fantastic. It's hard, you know, as far as construction goes, it's beautiful. It is an excellent wrapper, very uniform, very tight, nice foot, right? The roll is nice and tight. It has a little oils on it, and I'm parring it too much. So the initial rating is going to be, I can't give initial rating, but on its construction, it's beautiful. It's a nice looking cigar, right? It's quality. Joey, I have nothing but quality cigars, people. Except I made a short of something that if you check it out, it was, what was it called? The Level cigar. And that was just to walk around. That's the only time I have a cheap cigar, people. I don't have cheap cigars. This is like, unfortunately, still close to that $10 range. We're in that sort of range, a little bit less. I don't recall the price on it, but we're still in that range, man. You know, unfortunately, that's the area that I'm at. Let me have some tea, guys. But yeah, that's what it is. Wow. Yeah, Joey, that's on YouTube, man. I heard that a lot of people with big channels are having that same problem, right? About the notifications. You're not the only one. And it's not just the small channels, even some of the bigger channels, because I'm not getting notifications for like some of the channels that I'm really into. And then I get notifications for shit that I'm not into. So I make sure to go in and turn that fucking shit off. Yeah, so I don't know, Joey. I'm not really worried about it, bro. You're worried more about my channel and my jobs than I am. I'm not worried about any of that stuff. I'm not worried about any of that stuff. Yeah, they pick and choose. I don't really, at this point, with the channel and with the content, I'm not, you know, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. We're still going to be at this pace. We're still going to be doing some MMA stuff and MMA analysis as we go, but I'm going to be all over the place, and that's okay. And I don't mind it. Like, I was focused and it didn't pay off. So I'm just going to be, you know, doing the same things I have been doing. Sometimes we're going to get product reviews. We're always going to be smoking a cigar on the live. The short content is normally always going to be in a cigar related short. I doubt we'll do any other shorts. Oh yeah, man, might do something, me dancing, something goofy, right? You know, Joy, yeah, you could get a jacket like this pretty easy. I found some online for like $200 that were very similar, and in fact by the same manufacturer. But then some of them were as high as $400. So it varies, right? Yeah, you can find stuff out there. Just there's not a lot of leather stores that you're too young to remember Wilson Leather. with a Wilson leather. That was a shop. Like people had layaways. Like you get your leather, you go there, you pick out your jacket, you put it on a layaway, you come back like a half year later when it's out of style, and they let you switch it out for a fee, right? Man, so I'm gonna start smoking the cigar because I do have time, but I'm not gonna be online. Yeah, I guess I could be. It doesn't matter. I make this an hour, it fucking doesn't matter. I make it 2 hours, it doesn't matter. The long format, nobody really watches. Nobody watches this stuff. I have Joey maybe, and that's it. Right? Look at how far I keep that flame away. And it's still hitting it. He's 370, bro. It doesn't matter what I'm doing for content. It doesn't matter that you're 370. You fat jabroni. It doesn't matter that you're 370, you fat jabroni. Go in and eat another honey bun. Go and eat another bagel with your chips and a soda. It doesn't matter that you can't see your penis. I don't want to see your penis either. Nobody wants to see your penis. You're 370, bro. 370. Nobody wants to see. You can't see your penis, and you're the last person that will ever see your penis. It'll be a mystery, the mystery of the lost penis. You're 370 and the penis is not as big as the cigar. Nobody's ever seen it. You're 370, bro. Oh yeah, look at how nice I like this fucker, huh? Toasted around the end. You see that? See that? Hopefully I didn't startle my neighbors by yelling and shit like that. Yeah, look at that, man. I used to hate this lighter, but man, you put this fucker on strong, you put it on high, and that motherfucker works. You're 370, bro. You're 370. Nobody's ever seen your dick. You haven't seen your dick since you were a little baby. In fact, you've never seen your dick. The last person to see your dick was your doctor. That is nice. That nice golden wheat almost. But wait, there is more. Oh yeah, that apple drink Sidran. It's called Sidran. It's Sidran Sidran. The Sidral is a brand. Sidral. They also make other sodas, but the main one is the Manzana. In the Manzanita. In Manzanita, there's a brand called Manzanita. That's a brand, but the Sidral, Sidral, is the best brand that makes that apple flavored soda. That shit is the bomb. It'd be perfect with this cigar right now. This is an excellent cigar, man. For inexpensive, just typical Connecticut. Because some Connecticut's get up there in prices. This is an inexpensive, semi-inexpensive Connecticut as far as Connecticut's go. Because like we had the Perdomo Connecticut that's up there. That's up there. That's like a nearly $18, $20 cigar. You get Ashton Connecticut's, and those are up there, right? Like an inexpensive Ashton's going to be over $10, going to be up there in that $15, $16 range. And they get up there even more. So the apple drink and the cigar would work fine. So we had the Perdomo. What else did we have? Oh, so the Drew Estate makes that, and I didn't realize this. Like sometimes I'm smoking cigars here, people, I forget the prices. So the Florida Sun-Grown Florida Shade Cigar, the 1820 Florida Shade Cigar from Drew Estates, which is the company that makes this, that's a $20 cigar that I was smoking. I was like, oh shit. And I got a free one at the event that I went to. So I was stoked. I was stoked on that. So I'm going to smoke that again. We're going to do some of the whiskey cigars. We got plenty of cigars we're going to do. We're going to do a lot of cigar reviews coming up and cigar little content. I actually put up cigar content of this cigar earlier. I forgot how good a Connecticut Shade cigar can be. Because I'm always with the fuller body, the more jungle, and I want that richness. But I forget how soft and creamy, how subtly delicate the Connecticut Shade cigar is. That that little cashew quality, which is excellent. I would prefer to have butterscotch if it had a little sweet little butterscotch, but right off the bat, it's like the little cashew. The fans are saying they want you on the show. I can't bring you in at this time, Joey. I don't think that I can. I'm on the phone. So I'm on the phone. I'm not on the computer, even though I have the computer here. I'm looking and monitoring. Let me monitor that. I'm still got volume. Computer here. And man, this cigar is good. It's because I'm so used to other cigars, not drinking any longer, so there's no alcohol, that this is so soft because I'm so used to that full. Like if you were a wine drinker, I'm so used to drinking the big Cabernets, the big, beefy, juicy, plum fruit, giant, flavor, right? And then this is that nice little Chardonnay, that little soft white wine almost. And so it just tastes so soft. It's silky. No pepper, no bitterness, no tart. That little wood finish with a little oil. Not quite cashew, but a little bit more of a peanut, right? Because the wood is so pronounced. Like this must have been in their humidor for a bit. I'm not positive, right? I don't get down to that level. I don't get lost in the weeds of like, okay, I look at the box and I think it's from this year. I mean, some people, I don't even know what people do. I don't, I'm just looking at what I do. And one thing I discovered, this person had a lot more content than I had, started after me, but it's funny that we had very similar titles, not titles, but similar graphics, because we're both working off Canva. So my text was the same. I used some different images. They were using some stock images of like the hand holding the cigar, right? Like this. I hear a dog crying. I don't think it's my neighbor, my immediate neighbor. I wonder whose it is. Yeah, this would be good to give the Joey. I think I did have that when I was in Cabo. I had that Asylum cigar, the Asylum Connecticut, and I forget who those are made from, but I didn't like that one at all. Like this one is not as good as the Perdomo, right? It just is not as rich. It doesn't have the pronounced notes to it that are a little bit more like a little bit of toffee or butterscotch or little. The Perdomo was a little better rounded, and everything was accentuated. The notes on it were like really hitting, right? Like it just. But look at the construction on this thing. Perfect, man. Look at that burn. Look at that. Nice roll. Look at that. Wait, let me do the hand thing that these guys do. Like it fucking matters. Do the hand. Maybe in a nicer camera. The hand thing. Right. Beautiful, beautiful leaf. Mm, yeah. That's nice. Sometimes I do miss the beer and the booze, like when I'm having the cigars, but it's just for the best, right? I abused the stuff, and it was just creating like adverse health effects, right? Just mentally as well as physically, and I paid my dividends. There was enough negative stuff and still negative stuff occurring, and what's going on in my life. I would have had a harder time if I were drinking. I think coping with everything, dealing with everything, and going to deal with in the immediate future, both professionally and intimately with my personal life, would be a little bit more complicating or and complicated and challenging. Always drinking, so it just wasn't the right mechanism any longer, and then which took so fucking long. And then physically, it was just getting to be detrimental, and I felt it. So yeah, I should have quit maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago, but better late than never, they say. I would say that if I were 60 years old, if I did it 5 years from now, I wouldn't quit. I'd be like, fuck it. I'm 60 years old. Doesn't matter anymore. Right? Doesn't, at this point, it doesn't matter. But, and maybe I'll return at that age, I'll be like, fuck, you know, I'm already, at the cut, the other side almost. Now there's only one person in there that might as well get the drinking again. So, but yeah, as far as the channel goes, we are going to continue doing what we're doing. Sometimes we'll like I mentioned, we'll get a product review. We're going to do stream of thought, right? Just talking life philosophy, right? Because we're at the end. I'm at the end or cusp of my existence. We'll talk professionalism. We'll talk work stuff. We'll do a little product review. Although I'm not going to be buying. That's another thing right now. If you look around this fucking garage, there's just tons of shit. In fact, I went in a box and I was looking for crayons for my mom and colored pencils for my mom as well as my niece, so they could color together and do that shit. And we had some, and my brother gave the ones we had to another family, and I was going to go buy them at the dollar store, and I kept on saying, and I never remembered. And then I was going through a box over here, and then there was fucking 3 boxes of fucking colored pencils, 2 boxes of fucking crayons, colored markers, coloring books, and shit like that. So I was just like sure, yeah, I'm saving myself like $10 or whatever. But I was able to grab those things, show them to my mom. She was really happy. So hopefully, she'll use them, and I might still get some more, or at least I'll use the pencils on some other stuff. So I'll actually, like, when I'm with her, I'll like color as well. Right. So we'll do some stuff. We're going to do some stuff together. God, this cigar is so fucking good. I love it when it has that little light nut creaminess at the end, when it's silky smooth. The center, the middle flavor is almost a little. It has a lot of cedar to it, right? But then it gets countered and it gets collapses, and you get that more that nice nut, peanut, light peanut, like almost hazelnut, really nice finish. There's no sweetness to it. I wish it did have that more creamy sweetness to it, but it's still creamy in terms of its texture. It's really light to soft. It is delicate. Mm. Joey left. Let me make sure I'm broadcasting. So yeah, we're still broadcasting. I heard it. It's nice that my hands aren't freezing. I'm not freezing. It's still cold outside, so I'm not gonna like go outside still, and I will be smoking outdoors again. I yearn for that, I long for that, because I'll still be making like short form content about like the cigar smoking, right? So you'll still see some short form content, and then I'll be outdoors and I'll be able to just chill. I could go out there in the evening, go out there in the morning. It's nice. It's just nicer. You look at the birds, you watch the planes, look at the blue sky. It's a lot more. It's nicer than being in this. Not the man cave. Like people consider the garage the man cave. That's not. Would I like a man cave? Maybe. I guess for cigars, it's still better than even fucking up your living room. But even if I, had what's this? I don't know. I don't have family. I don't have like a wife that's going to complain. I just have family that, especially my mom, can't smoke the cigar. Man, but look at how nice that the uniformity is of that ash. It's really pretty. Really good construction. So people jumped on Gutierrez. Castaneda is tough, man. I think Gutierrez. It's just short notice. It's so hard to win on short notice. That's why I'm still so surprised at Fiziev still being a favorite. Like short notice, and he's a minus 162 favorite. I think people just assume that Gaethje's just going to go in there and brawl, or is there something we don't know? Why is he a dog? So much of a dog, right? He won last time. Fiziev's coming off of an injury and a surgery, right? He's coming in on short notice, like 2 weeks notice, even though he's prepared. I don't understand it, but if I were going to bet, I'd have to back Gaethje at that dog money. It's a no-brainer. And Pieta's no longer a dog. It's what it should have been, right? He should have been the champ. Champ should always be a favorite, and not always, but they should. It's holding the ash, and thankfully it is because my computer is right down here. I don't want to fucking drop this ash on the computer. Look at the placation. Look how uniform it is. Look how flat it is on the top. Flat top. Now that's a flat top. We get a flat top fade. Got it. Oh, that's so good. With the tea. The tea actually clears the palate as well. Because there's a little lemon in the tea, little honey. It's the turmeric, and what else is there besides turmeric? Which is a good palate cleanser. It's not overwhelming, and it certainly clears the palate well. So tea, you probably don't hear a lot of cigar smokers drinking tea. Great thing to complement your cigar. Great. There's a lot of diversity in tea as well, right? There's tons of different types of flavor that you can have. Why not? Everyone's like, I think that the stereotype is whiskey, bourbon, cognac, right? Even the beer was a little different for me. Drink what you want. I've always said that. Drink what you want, and tea I think is a great complement to the cigar. Probably better than most spirits and other alcohols. Mm. Got a little retrohale is what they call it there, when some of the smoke gets into your nose and then comes back down, back on the palate. I think for me, that adds a little harshness to it. I don't like doing it intentionally all the time, but if it does happen, it's no big deal. Oh, man, that tea is just really good. I wonder also, I figured that I've been drinking more tea like I used to drink booze. Like literally that amount of beer I would be drinking on a daily basis, and I'm drinking a lot. We'd have like a 6-pack on our lives, or 4-pack, if not more. So now we're drinking tea, and we're doing a whole big Yeti. I think it's a liter of tea, and I've already gone through it. So I'm gonna head to get more here in a moment. Mm. Okay, why don't I have sound? Okay. Ooh, I do. I heard the Cardinals singing earlier for the second time. So the Cardinals are back. That means we're in the spring mood. And I hear some ducks. Ducks just came. Ducks came back. Although here are some of the ducks and geese stay all winter. Probably find some place to hide. Very smooth. Very nice. Very nice. I'm gonna bug out here for a moment. It's not good because let me do a few things here. I wanted to keep this ash, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. I'm going to go in and get me some more tea. Oh. And use the washer. right, welcome, bow betters. Welcome back. Look what I brought. Look what I brought. Look what I brought. Yeah. Do this offline, boom. Oh, and the cigar is still, the ash is still holding there. Look at that. And there went the ash. See, I'm going to have a little bit of this. Oh, my God. So good, though. God, perfect. Salted caramel with the chocolate. Perfect with the cigar. Now we're going to open it up here. Look at that. German from Aldi. Right? Boom. Look at that. Nice individually packaged. Right? So you don't have to gorge. You're not going to eat the whole thing. MOSER ROTH. The salted caramel. Sea salt and caramel. Caramel. Perfect with the cigar because we want that caramel quality. Like I'm talking to you like I talk to my dog. Yummy, huh? Oh yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah, look at that. Look at the. Oh, we should give me that. Dust. Look at that. Nice Moser. Look at that. Beautiful. You see the little bits of caramel in there, little caramel crisps. See that? I taste the caramel right away, nice and sweet. Mm. 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 That's good. That's delicious. That is delicious. Perfect with this cigar. Any cigar. Little chocolate, sea salt and caramel. Mm. Oh, perfect combination, people. That caramel is almost more of almost like a butterscotch or a toffee, because it's more of a crispy caramel, and it's not a smoky caramel. Mm. Excellent. Mm. Mm. Super. Get more of that. There's that salt. Nice. Excellent. Yeah, that's a nice chocolate there. I forgot how a nice chocolate still is a good compliment and can accentuate a cigar as well. If you want that sweet character, get something that's sweet. Get a sweeter drink. Add more honey to your tea, right? You'll drink a brandy or a cognac instead of that single malt scotch, right? Or instead of a whiskey. Drink a bourbon, right? Or, yeah, is it a Kentucky bourbon? Yeah, Kentucky bourbon has a little more sweetness to it. Especially the Jim Beam. Remember the cheap Jim Beam? Or your Canadian whiskey, the Canadian whiskey there has a little more sweet character to it. I almost fell. Fortunately, this chocolate wants to be eaten. It wants to be chewed, not really melt in your mouth. The bad part is that it's such a soft cigar, the chocolate overwhelms it and it begins to dominate. And then you could taste the smoke characteristics or smoke more out of the cigar than it had before. So the cigar doesn't taste as soft, which is not a great thing, but can be a good thing. Depends up to you. Let's see if I can get the cigar band. Sometimes I like keeping these completely intact. There it is. I mean, intact as in like peel it off as a ring. Yeah, no one's in here, so it always makes it a challenge to provide you guys with sustainable, interesting content where you could actually want to stay and hang out with me. from the cello, there's got to be a way to figure out to more detail, right? It's got to tell you where it's from. I mean, what batch it was part of. Maybe not. It was a Robusto. That's a big Robusto. Yeah, my tea level's got to improve. These tea bags, got to step up our game here and get the loose leaf. Loose leaf that is a little more pungent, a little stronger, more pronounced. Like we like our cigars. Very pronounced. But welcome, bout betters. If you made it this far, you are a bout better. Thank you, YouTube. I appreciate the one person you sent me, which is me. Much appreciated, YouTube. Thank you. Still nice and smooth. Very silky. A lot more cedar now towards the end, towards that final third. Ooh, a little warm on the tea there. I like breaking it up little bits like this. Mm. Had a physical this week, which determined that I was obese. Hoping I passed the eye test. This is more the critical part. Hopefully it's okay. Yeah, nothing much else is happening in the chat here. Very nice. Very smooth. Nope, nobody else. Oh, very nice. Great balance on the chocolate too. Mm. Yeah, the finish still silky, more that like light hazelnut, which is great. Light cream, not as creamy as I would love it. It's not like fluffy cream, but still not bad at all. Not a bad smoke at all. Better be. It's still in the, it's a premium cigar, hand rolled. Still, look at that. Look at the, final third there. Right. Great uniformity. Saw that little vein there, but that's not a problem. So I see that little vein. Burn through that, no problem. Whole burger, free whole burger, cold burger. Now the 4 people jumped in, now 3. Mm. Joey doesn't like chocolate, but look, Joey. Treats. Treats. The treats. Free cold burger. We'll have some free cold burger t-shirts if you want one. Hit me up in the comment section. Free cold burger. Excellent. Free cold burger. They don't want cold burger free. Free and cold burger is going to be like OJ. It's embarrassing to our system, our court system, our investigative system. It embarrasses the FBI. And that has nothing to do with Trump. This is like before Trump. Oh. Treat. Treats. Love my treats. Love the treats, guys. Oh. Free cold burger. Free Kohlberger. Yeah, the way they collected the evidence is not good. Well, I think his attorneys already said what was necessary. Like, they're questioning the evidence, attack the evidence, attack the DNA, attack the way, just like OJ. You run the OJ blueprint. Attack the people collecting the evidence, attack the evidence, propose a second person. You maybe they're not able to discuss the other DNA, but you bring that up. You let it slip somehow that there was other DNA at the scene. And then you attack the process. Just attack the process of how they've been managing the DNA. What little evidence they have, you attack it. You attack it, the evidence, and you attack the people collecting the evidence and the legitimacy of the evidence. And that's what you would do. You get professionals, on your side, not coroners, but DNA professionals that like say, the DNA was contaminated. The DNA, in other areas, like the DNA was not collected properly. That the DNA, the source of the reference that they're using to analyze the DNA is not proper, or it's not done by the federal databases. It's done by a public database. And you just keep on hammering the weakness of the DNA. It might not work. Like, it might not be the way people are nowadays. They're already perverted. They're already contaminated, right? The jury is going to be contaminated, and people want to find blame guilt. Even though you're like innocent till proven guilty, most people in America, it's the opposite. They behave the opposite. They're like, you got to convince me that the person is not guilty. So the defense has a lot of work to do, right? They have a lot of work to do because, you're delegitimating the police system. You're delegitimizing the FBI system. You're delegitimizing the people collecting the evidence, right? In the police officers, in the federal officers, right? You're attacking them, and people don't like you because that's the police. You're essentially attacking the authorities, and most juries don't like that, right? So hopefully in the selection process, they had to be smart to get people that might be leaning more objective, or that might have already prejudices against police officers and against the FBI. So hopefully in the selection process of the jury, you were able to get some of those people that might have already those doubts, right? Not a bad little smoke, man. Not a bad smoke. Not a bad cigar at all. It's in the 8 Club, right? And for what it is, that's fantastic, right? It's not normally my style. 8 could be a little high, considering that it's not the finest or the most lush in term or pronounced as a lot of these other Connecticut shade cigars can be. But for the price, especially if I'm not a big Connecticut guy, I'm happy smoking this as opposed to against the Perdomo. But when I'm going to smoke a cigar, I'm going to smoke a cigar, right? So I'm even myself and my income level, I'm going to have to determine, okay, do I want to smoke even the $10 cigar? In the future, I might not be able to smoke as many cigars. I got to take it easy maybe, but I already purchased these things. I already have them in my collection. I had these already from Christmas time. I don't know how long they were in the humidor, but I was able to purchase these. And then I got he gave me 3 free cigars. So I bought 5 and got 3 free or something like that, or 4 free. So doubled it was great little deal. And I got a hat, which I don't like. And I got an ashtray, which I don't like either, but I got those, and I'll probably just give those away to somebody, right? I'll give those. Joey's like, can you come over? Yeah, but I'm going to be done with the cigar. And we're already discussed most things. Joey Gutierrez no longer, he's a favorite now. He's no longer the dog. And the guy fighting Petrosian is barely an underdog. Barely an underdog. So, props and kudos to your buddies at We Want Picks. They got in on it early, right? And props to me because I had Pieta when he was an underdog, right? It's even money, and I picked him earlier in the week when he was an underdog, but nobody's watching this shit. Nobody's picking it up. And unlike the We Want Picks, most of all my picks of late, Whaley, Angela Hill, Ian Kutilava. What other dog? Last week I picked had Nasrat Hasparov at plus 180. Right, like, so my dogs have been good too. My dogs have been cashing people. And this week I was telling you about both Pieta and Lemos. I'm a little iffy on Lemos. I still think Lemos as a dog is like, she can knock. Lemos is like Andrade. She's got legitimate power. She can knock that chick out. But Lemos is just so inconsistent. Not the best fight IQ. Not good striking defense. Fighting a younger girl. Oh, the tea is tasting better now. Bags, little tea bags, able to sit in there a little bit longer. The lemon that's in there is coming out a little stronger, so it's a little more pleasurable. He's 370, bro. Telling you to come, this is what you're gonna get. This is what you're gonna get. And the stacks of it. I saw this video I told Joey of Joey Stacks, like a compilation of him just harassing people. And he does have a long history of harassing people. And worst thing that he does is he harasses people when he's on his job. He's on his job site. Like, I couldn't tolerate that. If I were a neighbor or his customer and he harassed my neighbors, I'd be like, no, you know what? You're gonna, if you say anything further, you harass and I'm not paying you the same money, or I'm gonna ask you to leave. I'm gonna confront you and be like, hey, you can defend yourself. If he's, speak to me, like I'll talk to my neighbor. I'll talk to, have my, alderman or my political person deal with them, or my housing authority person, whoever. Talk to him. You don't have to talk to him. I don't want, if you're doing work on my property, hopefully I'm there, but I don't want you talking to my neighbors. But you could talk to them, but I don't want you like putting them down, harassing them, arguing with them. Is the last thing I want. I don't care if you're strumming up business and you're giving your card, no problem. Get back to work. But last thing I want you to do is argue with the neighbor. And it's funny, one of the neighbors did say, yeah, you're 270, bro. They're like, he knows. Stacks is like, he knows who I am. See, he's watching. Stacks like Wes Watson's small, big guy, but small. A lot of weightlifters are really teeny people. That's why the guys that have mass and that are taller, like the Mr. Universe, like have so much an advantage because their muscles are going to be more defined, more pronounced in a positive way, like more uniform. Whereas you're short and compact, you're going to have that mass. You're going to look huge, and you are huge, but it's not distributed the same. Whereas the guy has similar mass to you and taller is going to win every single time. Every single time. And I think that's why C-Bum has been a champion for so long, because most of he's so tall, he's over 6 foot, and most of his competition is less than 6 foot. Like he's 6'3", 6'4", which is a giant man, and everybody else is like 6 foot, lying that they're 6 foot, right? They're going into the measurement, the height measurement with their shoes on, right? And some lifters like Wes Watson. The finish is fantastic of this cigar. Rich, but still light, silky. Yeah, pee again. Oh. Close that. Still okay. We are going to be cutting out here shortly, people. My hands are getting a little chilly again. It got cold right away. That sun went down. It got cold in here. Eventually, it's going to get cold. But not as cold as it was a couple weeks ago or even a week ago. We're at that nub now. Look at how nice that ash is still. Getting close to the nub. The construction is just phenomenal. That means the leaf was good. Great full leaf. Again, very pronounced flavors, but not like, not resounding. I forgot, I don't have it's just not super pronounced, right? It's pronounced, it's there. All the great creamy Connecticut characteristics are there. It's just not, it's not hitting the same way some of the, like the Perdomo. I keep going back to the Perdomo because that's the last Connecticut we had. It was just more pronounced, just more like, just better flavors overall, like more pronounced flavors. Thank you, YouTube, for sending me nobody. Yeah, but we're getting close. I think, yeah, we're at 7. So did I miss the press conference, or I'm competing against the UFC press conference, which a lot of my viewers might be checking out? And it didn't send me, I guess when I went live Saturday in the afternoon on the phone, that was like the most hits I had when you go that, because you get like just random people who come in, and that's okay. I need those random people to come in. I appreciate anybody coming in the stream, spending a moment. I prefer someone engaging. I wish I had more engagement, but that's all right, people. I guess I always say, I'm going to smoke the cigar anyways. I'm going to be here smoking the cigar. I might as well smoke it with you. Maybe you get some information about the smoke or about anything. Like we're talking little gambling here, or little bets, or that UFC event. Great. If not, it's fine as well. Look at that. Oh, look at how it's holding the ash on the nub like that. Great construction, man. Little retro hail there. More oils at the finish. That's why I love smoking cigars to the nub, especially if it doesn't have bitterness, and it doesn't have bitterness at the end here. And it has that more oil filmy, and it really enriches that upper palate. I might be having too much tea, right? That like clears a lot of that oil out. But that's nice. Smoked the cigar maybe a little fast. Not really. We're at like close to an hour and a half mark. This is definitely an hour and a half cigar. If we were indoors, yeah, it would last an hour and a half, no problem. And this is their Robusto. Getting a lot more of the retro hail again, which means it's going through the nose. And it's not poignant. It's not like bitter at all. It's super smooth. Great draw. Not burning hot at all. We're down here and it's not burning hot. I have to do the left hand now. Because it's a little warmer. So we're down in the nub, people. This is the very end. I would normally even stick with it a little longer, but my hand is getting cold. My hands are getting cold. And it gets a little uncomfortable when your hands are cold. It's not as nice being down out here in the garage when your hands are cold or when you're chilly. Mm. Mm. Man, that's good. If you guys made it this far, you are about better. We're at the almost that hour and a half mark. I appreciate anybody that's come in. Appreciate you people. Even Joey, even though he gets bored and he's looking at hockey or something else right now, and doesn't like to hear the cigars, but he didn't stick around to talk MMA enough. We talked a little about Koberger. Yeah, 8, solid 8. Solid 8, people. Not in the 9 club, but solid 8, man. Great construction. Silky character. Great for beginner. In that $10 range. Might be a little less. Great construction. Full smoke, full draw. Great draw. Yeah, solid 8. Really, really a good smoke. Highly recommend these. These are highly recommended for a novice. Get one of these. Get one of the Drew Estate Connecticut Shade cigars if you're a beginner, for sure. These are good value, good cigar, premium, gets you into liking cigars. It's not going to be very offensive. It's going to be very light on the palate, light on the nose, right? So the aromas are going to be very soft as well. Excellent cigar. Look at that. Look at that. This is what you're going to get, guys. This is the content. Honest opinions about MMA, honest opinions about life, honest product reviews, honest cigar reviews. Tune in, hit the notification bell, please subscribe, watch through this thing, give me some more watch time. I know it's a lot sitting through me, smoking a cigar. You watch 1 minute of it, you probably get the gist of it. Even that 1 minute, 2 minutes, I appreciate. Back to the right hand. And I'll go live tomorrow, maybe have another cigar. Right, I don't have anything planned tomorrow. Might be going live in the afternoon with a cigar. Maybe we'll do a little read the tea leaves. I might do a little discussion of something else indoors. Big life changes, and now I'm in the double digits. I'm in that twilight of my life. So I'm philosophizing about the end. This is the end. I used to love the Doors. I still love the Doors. Did a lot of drugs and listening to the Doors, and love watching the movie too. The Doors movie, Oliver Stone made. That's a great movie. I remember I watched it with my younger brother, who's Mexican, full Mexican, and he was like, "Oh, once he saw that movie, he's like, now I understand why you like doing the drugs and you like smoking weed." like he's like, I see why you like it. Makes it, it does romanticize drugs a little bit, but certainly whatever, he's like, now I see why you smoke weed and you like doing drugs, because do you get that way? Do you get that? And I'm like, yeah. The hallucinations, the different feeling, the transcendence, like where you're out of body experience, where you're seeing the world differently. Those are the positives, some of the positives of the drugs, but then they had all the negatives too in my life, right? Where where you damage things, including yourself, and mainly your relationships and even work. All of it. Too much of anything, especially the drugs, not a good thing, people. So avoid, do as I say, not always as I do. I know it's late in life to tell people to stay off of the drugs, and that you're constantly high, you're missing something sometimes. That nub. We're nubbalicious. It's nubbalicious. And I see smoke coming out of the foot. And that's good. That's how well this thing was rolled. Like, look at the ash. It ashed once. This is 2 ashes, guys and gals, or mainly guys. Incredible construction on this cigar. I wish all of them smoked like this. I wish even some of the more premium cigars I had, I wish they would ash like this. But they had this. Whoever the roller was on this, master roller here. whoever rolled a cigar, because look at where we're at. Look at that. Look at where we're at, people. Fantastic. Well, that is an evening of cigar smoking with us tonight. The Drew Estates Connecticut Shade Cigar. We gave it an 8 rating. Really nice smoke. Again, great for a beginner. Just to the very end, look at that. Smoke to the, like, most people don't even, that's where the whole, my pot smoking joints all my life comes in, and even the blunt smoking, smoke that to the very end. Every last bit of it. There we go. Excellent, people. I could get one more out of it as I'm saying goodbye. If you made it this far, you are about better. I appreciate anybody that came in. Be careful what you're gambling this weekend. Enjoy your cigars. Enjoy the weekend here. I'll be going live again, but enjoy everything in life. Maximize your time in life, people. We're only here a short time, just like the cigar. We're only here a short time, so enjoy it. So if you've made it this far, you are about better. Thanks again, and have a good weekend.